Alright guys, so I figured I'd sneak out here real quick and show you kind of what's going on with Isaac's truck. This is the Ranger for those of you that don't know, and we got Nugget's truck back here that's a little D50, my goodness, and it's going to get a V8 as well. But right now we got Isaac's truck. We got the 351 just sitting in there right now. We were waiting on a converter to show up, or he was waiting. The converter is on its way and should be here. Matter of fact, I think he said today or tomorrow. But in short, this little thing, 351, 3-speed, C4 trans, is going to be going and running here hopefully really soon. We're going to try to also, as far as future content, Nuggets truck, we're going to try to get, like I said, that rolling as far as some sort of V8. You know, I don't know how or what the plan is exactly, because the engine bay is very small. It's much smaller in Dakota, for those that don't know. And then, you know, Josh isn't here with his truck right now. He's actually at work. But his truck has an LS in his little S10 Blazer. He also has an S10 pickup that he wants to do some work on. And that's all coming here real shortly. And you know, like I said, we've got a lot of stuff coming. It's just it's slow getting it there, unfortunately. The question of the day is, where the heck have I been? Where's the Dakota? So we're going to touch on a couple of things, hopefully without me complaining too much, because that's not what I want to do. I don't need a pity party or anybody to feel bad for me. But just been going through ups and downs of life. I've had some real hard, tough life decisions that I've had to make over the last 6 months, believe it or not. It's I've been dealing with it ever since we got back from Ice Cream Cruise. It's finally seeming like it's coming to a head, and trying to figure out what to do there. But I am okay, so thank you for those that ask and the people that message me, seeing what's going on. That's really cool, and I appreciate you guys tremendously. Where the heck the Dakota is another question. Well, the Dakota is actually still around. It is in Colorado, though, so that is why you don't see me with it in here, unfortunately. I wish it was here. But it is in Colorado, getting a cage, buttoned up by PFI. Shout out to them and thank you. It's definitely going to help keep me a little safer, and or not a little, a lot safer. So I'm really looking forward to that. And there is going to be a ton of content coming on the Dakota. It's just been really slow with parts and money, and this life issue I've been dealing with has been taking a lot of my money. You know, it takes money to make money. Let's put it that way. The same thing with content. And whoever says this YouTube stuff is easy was lying, because I tell you what, it has been a learning curve for sure. This is what I do full time and don't get paid for YouTube yet. So it is definitely very stressful at times. But it's also, I know the payoff is going to be great. So I'm going to keep chugging forward. So I'm not worried there. But there are a lot of things on the truck. I got, you know, the head here that is the new head. I've got the block still sitting on the stand, waiting to go to the machine shop. I've got tons of ideas that I wish I could share with you guys, but I have to kind of keep them on the DL for now. Not that I'm trying to keep them from you guys, but I don't want to promise anything and not live up to it. So that's been kind of the reason for the slow content, at least for me. We've also been really struggling with what to release for content, since a lot of people are asking, you know, where's the Dakota, where's the Hemi content? And, you know, we want to give you guys that, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to do when the truck's not here. So that's been kind of a learning curve in itself. We could show things like I got to pull the transmission out of the Magnum. It's got a leak. So as you can probably see down here on the ground, so it's got a leak. I got to fix it. And then we're going to start just mostly cleaning up. I don't want this to be a huge focus on the channel. The truck is, for me at least. Keith's car for him, Isaac's truck for him, Josh and the club's cars for them. So like you know, Chris and Dustin are doing some things with their stuff. So a lot of things are happening. We've been struggling with getting parts. The world and this whole COVID stuff is BS, and it's taken a long time to figure things out, which leads me into my next topic. You know, I really apologize for the hoodie delay. I am, to be honest, I'm ashamed and I'm embarrassed that it went as rough as it has. It's not what I intended to deliver and represent Krazy House the way I wanted to. Unfortunately, I've been struggling with the screen printing place, communication from them, and making sure we're getting the right information and time frames. And unfortunately, I wish I had a better answer of exactly what that looks like and when they're coming, but I don't. So this is what we're going to do. Anybody that is really concerned and wants their money back, you can message me off of your transaction email confirmation. You can message krazyhouseperformance@gmail.com and tell me about your order and everything, and I'll go look it up and we can issue the refund there. You can hit me up on Facebook at Ty Grant. And the other option is the people that are still down and in, ready for the fight. We will continue to push. The hoodies will come. I just don't exactly know how. I've been looking at a couple ideas of going and buying some off-the-shelf premium hoodies and having them printed on. I've been talking to other printing places. It's just been a mess. But I want to take care of you guys, so whatever that takes, you let me know. I want to make it right. So that is going to kind of tie that up for now. And then it goes back to like what content to release. I know we just kind of briefly touched on it, but make sure you drop in the comments, message below exactly what you guys want to see. If you want to walk around and see the little stuff that we do on the day-to-day that isn't so much Hemi based or isn't so much race truck based, which sucks because that's not what I want to give you guys. But we have thought of ideas of taking the dailies out and seeing the best draggy times we can get. Taking the Kia out is another one. We go to the junkyard quite a bit and snoop around there. The weather has been really gloomy. I'm gonna give you a peek of that because it's like, I'm sure it is everywhere, but it's like it's really hard to get motivated when it's cloudy and wet. It just got done pouring rain, but yeah, so just let us know what you're really thinking. We want to give you the Hemi content. It's coming. I've got to figure out how to get this motor and transmission. I know how. I got to drive it, but that comes back down to money and time. I got to take the motor and transmission and heads down to PFI, set it in the truck so they can address some things with the turbo kit. I have a couple other little safety things I want to touch up on while I'm there, and then I've got to somehow bring the whole truck back, and then I've got to finish building the motor to the way that I see it in my head, and then I've got to set it back in the truck and get it all buttoned up and take it back down to PFI, which is, for those that don't know, it's about 38 hours, I think, from me, or maybe it's 26 hours. I might be wrong. So it's probably 26 hours away from me. And that's quite the jaunt. So I have to make at least 3 more trips before the truck is really running. And of course, same thing with parts. I've had some really awesome things happen from companies and talking about some new things coming out that I would really love to share. No, not sponsored, but there are some really cool things that could be happening along those lines, and that goes back to things I don't want to tell or speak too soon until they're really solidified. But there is a lot of great things coming. I can't wait for this race season. Krazy House will prevail. We will be successful. I can't say if that's going to be 1 million or 3 million subscribers, and to be honest, that's never really the goal. As long as we can afford to have fun with our friends and build awesome cars and sell awesome projects and hang out with you guys, that's the main goal. So again, if you have any input, go ahead, add me at Ty Grant on Facebook. The red Dakota is the profile picture, and let's have a conversation. I'm open to all ideas and communication, and yeah, that's what I pretty much got to say about that for right now. I did get my converter back from PTC, so hopefully we'll know here shortly on, well, I shouldn't say no shortly. Hopefully that's fixed. We won't know until we get it in the truck. The valve body is actually at CT Trans in, Indiana, and it should be on its way back here pretty soon. I got to get a hold of him, and then we should be good there. So, yeah. For right now, keep it crazy. I'll see you guys later. Let us know what you're thinking. I really appreciate you guys tremendously. I know the rest of the team does as well. And talk to you guys next time.